We're less than a week into the NBA playoffs, but one player's card prices have already shot up like a cannon. Plus, hot baseball cards and even a hockey card in today's top 5 cards.
My name is Jeff Wilson. By day, I invest in tech companies, and at night, I invest in sports cards. Join me on my journey to profit from the hobby we all love.
Sports card investors, and welcome to another Top 5 Tuesday. My voice is struggling a little bit today because I talked to so many of you at the Dallas Card Show. It was amazing, and of course I did those videos. We were running around nonstop, and goodness, was it fun. It's just incredible, the energy and the excitement and the community. Everybody is so nice and so friendly. The hobby is such an amazing, amazing community of people. And I was absolutely humbled and honored to get to meet so many of you, and I appreciate the great feedback. Guys, it was great. It is an honor to be able to do these videos for you. If you have not been able to get to a card show yet post-COVID, man, get that vaccine, get to the National if you can in Chicago at the end of July, because I cannot wait to see what that is like. It is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to meet so many of you there. Oh, it is so much fun, so much fun. But guys, today we got a top 5 to talk about, and before we get into that, I want to tell you this episode is sponsored by eBay, your #1 spot for cards and collectibles. With the largest inventory of sports cards from basketball to soccer and buyers from all over the globe, eBay is the leading place to buy, sell, and invest your cards. And hey guys, I appreciate all of the awesome feedback on our videos from Dallas over the weekend. For those of you who weren't able to make the show, my team worked really hard to try to put out 3 amazing videos from Dallas, and I know a lot of you commented that you really enjoyed them. If you want to help us continue to put out more and more videos like those, there's a few really simple things you can do to help us. The first is, if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel, hit the subscribe button, and hit that little bell icon. That helps us every time that somebody hits subscribe and hits the bell icon. The second thing you can do is you can download the free Sports Card Investor app in the App Store. Just search Sports Card Investor in the App Store and shop for cards through the app. It's totally free, and it's a great shopping experience. The third thing you can do is, of course, subscribe to Market Movers. If you really want to delve into the data and analytics, that helps us a lot. Every Market Mover subscriber allows us to continue to expand our team and bring you more and more amazing content. And the final thing is, maybe you want to join our team full-time, because we have 4 full-time job openings right now that we just posted. We are continuing to expand our team to bring you even more content and videos from card shows and beyond. We're hiring a full-time video editor, a graphic designer, a UI UX designer, and a social media specialist to expand our team. If any of those 4 positions sounds like you, then go to sportscardinvestor.com and click on jobs in the main menu bar. All right, guys, let's get started with this week's top 5 cards. In the number 5 spot, we're starting with the sport of hockey, and we're going for a young defensive star that many of you know, Cale Makar. Now, you probably know him because he was the number 4 pick in the 2017 NFL entry draft, and then he won the Rookie of the Year award for the 2019-20 season. So he's well known out there, but his play continues to be great and continues to improve. And he actually this year has a shot at potentially winning the NHL Defensive Player of the Year award. Sports card investors, hockey card investors are excited about what he's doing on the ice and his star potential, and his card prices are going up as a result. So I've called up here his 2019 Upper Deck Base Young Guns card. That's in PSA 10. Of course, the Young Guns cards are the popular rookie cards in hockey that everybody chases. And we're looking here over the last 30 days. And in fact, 30 days ago, this card was $333. And most recently, this card has been selling pretty consistently for over $500. That is a 52% increase in just the last 30 days. In the number 4 spot, a young baseball superstar who has now made himself one of the favorites for National League MVP. Our hometown hero in Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. He is doing great. And what has caused his card prices to shoot up most recently is the fact that last week he hit the first walk-off home run in his career, beating the New York Mets. But even before he hit that shot, he's been having a great season. He's hit 15 home runs, leading the league in home runs so far this season. Acuna is delivering on his potential that so many people saw, and his card prices, they're delivering as well. In fact, on the screen, this is just the last 7 days of his card prices here. This is his 2017 Bowman Chrome Prospects card in PSA 10, and this is his 2018 Topps Update card in PSA 10. And over the last 7 days, look at these. The Bowman Chrome Prospects card is up almost 31%. The Topps Update base card is up almost 59% in 7 days. And of course, this follows a pattern. If you zoom out and look, over the last 3 or 4 or 5 months, Acuna's cards have all been taking off like crazy. Hit a big walk-off homer, and that trend apparently continues to happen. Ronald Acuna, hot as can be, in the number 4 position this week. In the number 3 spot, we're going with an early star in the NBA playoffs. And if you watched this show last year during the bubble, during the NBA playoffs in the bubble, you know that all it took was one big game for a player's card prices to skyrocket. And guess what? It just happened with Trae Young. Trae Young hit the game-winning shots in a big game to pull the Atlanta Hawks to victory over the New York Knicks. He hit that shot with less than a second on the clock, and it was a big game because it was the first time the Hawks had been to the playoffs for a little while, and it was the first time the Knicks had been to the playoffs for a long while, and it was in Madison Square Garden with a lot of people watching, and Trae Young delivers in the clutch. And even before he hit that game-winning shot, he was having a great game. In fact, he became only the second player in NBA history to finish their debut playoff game with at least 30 points, at least 10 assists, and at least 5 rebounds. You know who the other player who did it was in their debut game? LeBron James. That's pretty solid company to keep, and you can now understand why Trae Young's card prices went wild overnight. So let's go to Market Movers, and guys, I've got to show you this. We right now have 341 different Trae Young cards that we are tracking the prices on, that you can graph and chart every single day in Market Movers. Look at this list. It is absolutely, we're not even halfway through it yet. Look at all these prism variations. I mean, we are literally tracking almost every Trae Young card, major card out there. It's absolutely incredible. Market Movers has the largest database of cards to track the price changes on every day. We're very proud of that here at Sports Card Investor. But what we're going to track right now is Trae Young's 2018 Prism base card in PSA 10. So let me zip down to that card specifically. There it is. Let's take a look at this guy, because this, of course, is one of his most transacted cards. And what I really want you to pay attention to, this card has been on the down over the last 90 days, but I want you to pay attention to what has gone on over the last 48 hours since Trae Young hit that game-winning shot. And if we zoom in here to only look at the last 7 days worth of data, you're gonna see that line pop a little bit more clearly. Look, this card was at $274, and there were several sales of it right around that price, $274 just a couple of days ago. This card is now consistently selling for $350. For a base card with a pretty high population, this card has a pop count, as you can see here, of 9,406. So that is a pretty high pop count card. There are tons of this card for sale on eBay. For that card to jump from $274 to $350 literally over the course of a night. That's pretty impressive. And we're gonna see price moves like this throughout the playoffs. If Trey continues to be hot, this is probably just the beginning in terms of how his card prices are going to escalate. In the number 2 spot, we're going back to baseball, and we're going to a popular pitcher for one of the biggest franchises in baseball, Garrett Cole. You guys know Garrett Cole because he actually signed the largest contract in Major League Baseball for a pitcher ever back in 2019, and he is delivering on that contract. This year, he is 6-2 for the Yankees with a 1.81 ERA. That is pretty solid, and his performance recently has been incredible. In fact, on Saturday, he pitched 7 shutout innings, and the Yankees actually got 4 straight starts of 7 shutout innings for the first time since 1932. So there's a lot of excitement over the Yankees in general, and there's a lot of excitement over Garrett Cole, and his cards are going up. And you can see that here on the screen. I brought up his 2013 Topps Update base card in PSA 10, and this is the last 30 days. 30 days ago, this card was $96. You could have bought this card for less than $100 in PSA 10 condition 30 days ago, $96, and today you could turn around and resell that card for $186. That card has almost doubled in price over the course of the last 30 days, thanks to Cole's play and thanks to how hot the Yankees have been in general. It's time for the number 1 card. But before I give it to you, I've got something very personal to share with you. One of my favorite things in life is getting to mentor other entrepreneurs and business people. I love sharing my experiences of starting companies, building companies, launching products, and hopefully giving advice and inspiration to others who are trying to do the same thing. Normally, I do this mentoring or coaching one-on-one, but because I have the benefit now of having many of you who watch this show and having had several of you reach out and ask, can you do some business advice? Can you do some startup advice? Can you talk about products a little bit more? I have decided that 100% for free, I am launching a separate YouTube channel and separate social channels on my personal name, under my personal name, Jeff Wilson, where I'm going to be posting really cool videos about startup and business and product advice every single week. I will never sell you anything. It's going to be 100% free, because it is my way of trying to give back to the greater business and entrepreneurial community. I've included a preview of my very first video at the end of this episode today. So after this number 1 card, if you have any interest, stick around to the end of the video to watch, and then subscribe to my personal channels after if you dig it. Okay, but now let's get to the number 1 card. And this guy so deserves to be in the top spot this week, because he has just been changing baseball, changing what we know of baseball this year. Shohei Ohtani has absolutely been the most fabulous baseball player to watch this year. He has been dominant on the pitcher's mound, a 2.37 ERA, 45 strikeouts. And he has also been dominant at the plate with 14 home runs and 35 RBIs. He is an early candidate for American League MVP. We have not seen a player like this in forever. It's absolutely amazing. Now, Ohtani's cards have been going up all season long, but they're continuing to go up, and some at a breakneck pace. His cards showed no signs of slowing down, and he has been deserving of leading this list several times in the last many weeks. And he absolutely is deserving of being in our number 1 spot again today. And here he is, and here's a couple of his cards that I wanted to show you in particular, because these ones have really accelerated. Look at his 2018 Topps Chrome Prism Refractor card. That's the top line on the graph. This is the last 90 days. You could have bought that card in PSA 10 for $125 back in February. The most recent sales of that card are $775. That is a 520% increase in 90 days. In 90 days, this card has gone up 520%. How about his 2018 Bowman Chrome base card in PSA 10? That card was $86 back in February. That card is now selling for $385. That is a 348% increase in the last 90 days. Absolutely incredible and well-deserved for baseball's newest megastar, Shohei Ohtani. Congratulations on being in the #1 spot. Okay, guys, I told you I'd give you a little taste of my business and entrepreneurial content. Here it is. I hope you like it. Whatever you dream of doing, the company you'd love to start, the product you are dying to build, the career move you've thought about making, there is no better time to begin working at it than right now. I started my first business in high school, got my second business rolling in college, and I still run it to this day. Both were damn good times to start. No kids, no mortgage payment, no issue with eating ramen noodles and crashing on the floor of a friend's house. I had dreams to fulfill, and nothing was going to stop them from materializing. Had I waited, who knows what would have happened? Every year that goes by, more things will try to hold you back. More responsibilities, more obstacles, more excuses for staying comfortable with the life you're currently living. I promise you that tomorrow it will be harder for you to take the next step than it is today. Next week, next month, and next year will only make it more difficult to make the moves you want to make. Now is the best time to start. In the notes below this video, I have put a link to my personal YouTube where I'm going to be posting videos like that every single week. You can also see them on my personal social channels. You can follow me at Jeff352 on Twitter or on Instagram to get that kind of content as well. I would love for you to follow if you enjoy it. Please comment and let me know what you think about that. I'd love to continue to make more of that if you find it helpful and inspiring. Guys, you inspire me. Thank you so much for making the hobby what it is. Once again, it is just an honor to be part of this and to be able to bring this type of content to you and meet so many great people at these card shows. It's truly special. I hope to see you at the National. Please give us a subscribe. Please download our Sports Card Investor app. Please check out Market Movers. All those things. We appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you back in a couple of days with our next episode. Take care.